Okay, so this will be the second video of the coding tutorial on BMW. I will show you in this one how you connect to your bike, and the first coding that we'll made will be the startup animation on your bike. So first thing that you have to do, after you have installed already the first ESYS, then the Beamer utility, don't forget also about the PSD data or something like that, to put it in that folder that I showed you in the previous video. Um, After all of this, you need to do some IP settings on your network adapter. You'll need a laptop with an Ethernet, with an RJ45 port, an Ethernet port, and you do need to do some settings for the bike connections. I'm using on this machine Windows 10. I believe that Windows 11 should also work. I don't remember exactly if the settings are located also here in Windows 11, but you will find them in the new settings for sure, somewhere here, for Windows 11. I'm telling you that. Here, I believe so. But for Windows 10, the old way, you are searching for the control panel. I'm not using the category. Maybe you will find a category. I will choose large icons, and then I will search for network and sharing center. Click on that, then change adapter settings. Here, if you have a laptop, you will have multiple adapters. Um, you have to check the one that is with Ethernet. You will see an X on this if it is unplugged, and yeah, network cable unplugged. Then you'll go to properties, right click properties. You'll choose here IP Internet Protocol version 4, and then properties, and you will copy these settings. Keep in mind, if you are using your internet, if you are having an internet connection, cable internet connection, you have to delete these settings in order to revert it and to have an internet connection back. So keep these settings only if you are doing the coding for your bike. I usually have my laptop connected wireless to a Wi-Fi network, and I don't use the Ethernet connection, so I leave the settings like this. So first of all, the first IP, then the subnet should be exactly like those here. Then click OK. After that, close, and you are ready to go. And now I will go to my bike. I will pause the video a little bit, and I will go to my bike, plug the cable, the OBD cable into the OBD plug into the bike, and Ethernet into the laptop. Okay, so now I'm at my bike. The OBD cable is plugged in. The cable, the Ethernet cable, is now plugged into the laptop, and I will switch the key. I will turn on the ignition, but won't start the engine. And you every time you are coding, the ignition must be on, the engine off. I strongly recommend, if you are coding for more than 20, half an hour, to have something to recharge your battery, so it won't drain off. For a session, shorter than half an hour, it should be fine, but always is recommended to charge the battery during the coding. So now I will start the Beamer utility. Let me minimize this. So Beamer utility is starting. It should also start automatically the ESYS program in the back. So minimize this one. We will need both of them. Okay, so you should click OK this warning, and then you will click this icon here. That is the connection icon. Okay, here on the main series, you should have key 001. Ignore everything else for the S1000RR. This is the way you should go. K001. K001. And after that, you will have only 4 options. You will choose the first one available here. Then moving to the middle section, you will have to choose the last option here, connection via VIN. Connection via VIN. If nothing is show up here, you should just click refresh and it will show up your VIN number and some other letters and an IP. After that, you will click connect. If you are using the ICOM, you should click the connection via ICOM Ethernet and you should put this IP in the box. But we're now using the cheaper version of the cable and we should click connect. Okay, after this one it's done. You will choose expert mode coding here if nothing is selected, and then you should click read here up. After this one is read, you will click also read ECU. And here you have the ECU, all the ECUs of your bike. Then, depending on your coding, you will have to modify something in the ECU, in one ECU or in multiple ECUs. Is also another type of coding, the FA coding, VO coding, I believe. But I will show you that in another video. Now we will use um, the simplest way that it in my opinion is. So here I will choose the combi. I will choose read coding data, right click, read coding data, and I will wait. After choosing that, the Beamer utility pops out and say coding editor ready for Xcombi. Would you like to edit? And you will click yes. You will close this one and you will go to Beamer utility. And here in the FTL editor, you will search for the coding that you want to change. For example, I will search for the startup animation. Start start up. Okay, so here you have multiple settings with the startup. Don't change anything that you don't know. Uh, you can return easily if you change something to the default configuration, but it's best to know what we are changing and to just revert it if something goes wrong here. And here on the right, you have multiple options. Now mine is set to vert 0A. That means this is the M startup animation. I believe that the default one for the RR, it's the RR Sport, but I forgot. So I will put it, if you want to change it, just select what you are changing. I will revert it now for mine, just to show how it's done. And then I believe here you have to change, preview the changes, and you will go to save, and you will have changes have been saved. Click code NCD in ESYS to write the changes. We'll now go back to ESYS, and um, where is the code NCN? You will expand this one. You will click this name here, and the code NCD is not grayed out anymore, and you will click it, and this is how the coding is saved on your bike. After everything is finished, you can turn off the ignition, um, and you will have this the selected startup animation. Don't um, worry if the TFT closes and start again. It's normal to do that. In some cases, when you're coding, you will see some lights coming up, some unusual things that will happen. It's fine. It's fine. Um, don't be worried. And now tell execution finished. You can now close, disconnect from your bike, close connection, and now you can unplug anything, turn off the bike, do whatever you want. Check if the animation is um, the one that you like. You can choose whatever animation you like from here. I think that you have also some GS models or something like that. You have a lot to choose from. Try it and tell me which one is best for you. I will see you in the next video. I will try to make a video for every coding that I know.